is being able to score soundtracks with.
Yeah, it's cool stuff.
Wendy Walter, dude.
Oh man,
that's just so freaky. And I saw a picture on the internet.
You can't tell, boy or girl. What is it?
It's an It. Go ahead. Apocalypse Now.
Apocalypse Now, one of the greatest war movies of all time. It's incredible. The horror.
Oh man, that's another one where you can't you don't. It's like most Francis Ford Coppola movies I can watch any time of day. Godfathers. I mean, come on, let's go. But this is one that you kind of have to save up emotionally for.
Oof.
Kind of like Clockwork Orange.
It took like 20 years to make.
It seemed like it takes 20 years to watch.
Oh, it's a 3-hour movie if you got the extra version. There's a lot of extra stuff.
Oh man, it's just
the horror.
If you want to not be able to sleep for a while, watch this movie a couple times in a row. Take care of it. What else you got?
Moving into the 80s, of course, the Blues Brothers.
Yeah.
Man, Ray Charles, you know, the Saturday Night Live band.
It was one of those movies, just the acting and the production of it, certainly soundtrack, it's just everything happening at the right time in the right place. It was just, it just all seemed to, it was a can't lose type of situation. It just all gelled at the right time and it was just seamless. And it's unfortunate they made a sequel to it.
Yeah,
it was awful. It was crappy. Blues Brothers 2000.
John Belushi, man. John Belushi's the blues brother.
Yeah, I like John Goodman, but he's no replacement. They just should have left it alone, kind of like George Lucas.
Speaking of leaving it alone, Prince and the Revolution.
Staple of my childhood.
Purple Rain soundtrack. That was a bad movie.
I disagree, sir. I think it's a fantastic movie.
He's all whimpering about his parents.
It's Prince. Well, the guy, his dad was beating his mom, and he was crazy.
Boo-hoo.
Clarence Williams III was the actor. Great drunk, abusive dad type actor.
Doesn't make for a good movie. Yeah. So moving in later in the 80s, Back to the Future.
Back when Huey Lewis.
Back in time.
Back when.
Gotta get back in time.
Back when Huey Lewis ruled the world.
I recently went to a wedding. It was Sarah's sister, Christy Gard, who was getting married, and they opened with "The Power of Love."
No way.
It was a live band doing all, and we played. But "The Power of Love" was a great song.
Yeah.
It's the power of
love. It's one of the few times I can listen to power synth and not get angry.
That's 80s in its prime right there.
It is, yeah, mid-80s, 1985, right in the smack dab in the middle of the 80s.
Last but not least, talking about 80s in the prime, fantasy movies were a dime a dozen, but they were all awesome. You had Legend, of course, and Willow, and The Never-Ending Story. There were so many great.
Oh, and Dark Crystal. And,
yeah, I love
all those movies freak me the hell out. And I can't even.
They're all awesome, but Legend, man, with Tim Curry as the devil.
The devil-looking thing, man. Oh man,
incredible.
Just
Tom Cruise, early Tom Cruise. That was such a freaky.
All right, get it out of here. I can't even look at it.
That's part 1 of the vinyl series.
Oh, well, you women. What? You feel like a weird.
Oh God.
Oh my God. That's Greg Bilby's Eddie Sutton bobblehead. Dude, he took that with him.
I know.
Why is that here? That's freaking. Why is the head kind of? I didn't even know it was there. Why is it moving? Dude, that's freaky. Greg, you're a freak. Oh man, I just had a Dark Crystal moment. That Gelfling moment. All right, James, we're going to continue this this type of deal a little bit later in the season. What do we do next? Is it rock or country? Or do you want to make it a surprise?
Yeah, maybe. Maybe we'll do just old school rock. I don't know. On the vinyl series.
Cool.
Next I'll probably do something different.
I got no problem with that.
Yeah.
And speaking of the 80s, like we were talking about just a minute ago, next week we got Greg Bilby back on. And all I'm going to say is Corey Hart. And if you know who Corey Hart is, yeah, I know. Settle down. Settle down. James, always a pleasure to have you on there. You always bring cool stuff. That is actually a very impressive assortment through the decades of movie soundtracks. And you got some really good ones in there, too.
I didn't even bring all that.
I know. Dude, he's got a million of everything. He's got Broadway. I don't know about Broadway.
Who cares about Broadway soundtracks?
I know. Broadway sucks. Okay, okay, folks, we will see you next Monday at 11:30 with a brand new episode. Also, you can watch the show anytime you want, commercial free, on the internet at intv.me. And we also have a Facebook page for you you Facebookers out there, you can get a hold of us there. All right, folks, we'll see you.